Alright guys, we're live. We're up on Twitch. Let's just make sure we got everything working. Do we have audio? Believe I have almost everything worked out today. So, we'll see. Okay. Fixing YouTube so we can go live here. You guys get the nice close-up view. Okay, do we have audio? Everything's working? Yes, I am on Discord. Can you say your opinion to 93 Rashford? Not a Man U fan, so I wouldn't use him. But the definite take on it is that it appears to be a great card. So, hold on, we're setting it up here. Okay. Let's see what's going on. In the market, we got a lot of stuff going on today. There's a lot of stuff happening. Do I use flipping? Are you referring to buying and selling in the market? Need to change the title. See, that's how. Can't ever go as planned. I believe I fixed it. Okay. Good grief. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. But is the audio better than it was last night? At least I had to switch over to a new microphone. Was having problems with the old microphone. Lunar event is around the corner. Yeah, you're right. The 25th is Lunar New Year, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's when they'll post it. Okay, I got head-to-head requests coming in. And since this is a request I didn't get to play last night, we're gonna jump right in with this head-to-head request and just see what happens. And the match is no longer available. Of course. Good. Yeah, I Monday for Lunar New Year is a very big possibility, but I wouldn't put it past EA to just start it today. Who knows? But I think today is going to be the big rollout of the new Rivals leaderboard. Uh-oh. There's a card. Let's see, we're fishing still. Nope, that was the only one I had. Okay, before we get into some matches, I want to check out where I was at with the market. Because when the stream ended, how long was that? 10 hours ago? 9 hours ago? When the stream ended, I wanted to see how much I could pump through, how much silvers and elites and golds I could pump into the market. And I've been fishing all night, so let's just see what sold. I see the question about Zidane Chapter 2, but holy shit, it's been so long since I played that, I don't even know. I'll have to take a look at it and see. So here we go. Those calling, I think that was right at the end. Was right at the end of the stream when we listed those because the fishing, the 10,000 coin bait that we had in for the bot got picked up. So there's 15,000 wolf, but I didn't have any more. Now this one was frustrating because this happened at about 2 in the morning. Europa League player sold, but I couldn't get another one to sell. The price went up to about 800,000, but I couldn't get any to bite. Now these golds, I think I only had one of each of those. But Bakers, I had them fishing at 4,000. And then they started to go, they went way up. So if you see any of the golds at 10,000 or any of the silvers in the range between 4,000 and 10,000, those are the ones I'm fishing with, where I'm putting one out in the market. Once it sells, then I start jumping on other stuff. So like Loaiza, that was a fishing price. They sold. I got some stuff going. So let's see. Before we get too deep into this, let's see what's selling here real quick. Terra Nova, that's a new card. I see the request and the match request, but I want to jump on this opportunity. So those were being... Oh, I got a lot. Shit. Price dropped already. So those were at 3,999. And I sold a couple. They started to sell. So we'll see if I get a few more to pop in. Okay, the question is, where am I from? I'm from Ohio in the United States. That's why I have this god-awful accent. Team of the Year, Messi or Mbappe? I will say that I have had more trouble with Messi putting goals in on me than Mbappe, but that may just be because I think I'm seeing more people with Messi because people are grabbing him before they're grabbing Mbappe. I think a lot of people went with that Ronaldo, Messi free-to-play thing. Okay, 36,000. Those were... Baker was going. I think he actually went higher than that. Nice. Goop Gaming, thanks for the follow. See, I actually have a monitor in today. I can hear when notifications come through. 1.5 million, I need a striker. Who should I get? That I'm not quite sure. Guzuli, thanks for the follow. Yeah, informed player, I figured I'd do that. If there's someone that I'm hoping sticks around for a while and is helping me out, it's definitely you. Have I tried Team of the Week Pope? No, I have not yet. Just a normal person. Nice. Thanks for the follow. So a lot of these were just bait that was getting picked up. So, but like Barilla sold, after his bait card sold, you jump in quick and try to get rid of as many as you can when the bot's buying for a high price. So that's how we ended up getting 50,000 coins for these Barillas. 66,000 for Morrison. And this was all since the stream 8-9 hours ago. Harrison was going for 50,000. Let's see, I'm already up to 3.2 million. Those dropped, the showtons dropped back down. 66,000. Anytime you can get a card you paid 800 coins for to sell for 66,000, that's a good thing. Do I think elites will go up in price? I don't know. There's one for 841,000. What do you think? Yes, elites will always go back up in price. So there I made 1.1 million on 2 elites that I didn't pay more than 90,000 for. And I bought those cards yesterday. So that's about $1.1 million profit that I grabbed back. So I've adjusted the fishing. Rutgerk is asking if I'm doing the same thing. I'm adjusting the fishing just a little bit. If I only have one of a card, then I'm throwing it in at 2,000, 10,000. 2,000 starting price, 10,000 buy it now. If I have a dozen of a card or multiple of a card, I'm fishing silvers at 4,000. So 2,000 or 1,500 and 4,000. And if they grab, then I'll sell additional ones. That's how I'm trying to fish a little. How do you explain this? If it's, we just use the whole scenario of fishing. What I'm doing is I'm happy with 10 grand. So I'm sending out big bait deeper to try to grab it. If it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. But if I've got stuff biting, I'm throwing in shallow looking for a quick hit on the bot and then grabbing what I can. So as Terra Nova sold, I think that's where we were at. I'm already up to 4.6 million. There, another Terra Nova sold. Okay, I've got friend requests coming in, but we'll play a head-to-head match real quick if it's still alive. Nope, match is gone. I'm probably full up on matches now. So, let's see. I'm going to just go ahead and anybody that I don't know, I'm going to dump the friends real quick just to make room for new people. And if I just accepted you as a friend and I dumped you again, just send another request or mention it in the chat. But I want to make room for some new people coming into the stream today. Unless you're a team member or someone I know, I'm just going to go ahead and dump everybody. Unless it's a name I recognize from this chat. Not quite sure. Again, if I'm unfriending you, don't take offense. I'm just trying to make some room for people in the stream. Actually, yeah, let's see. If somebody's available right now for a match, we'll leave them go. Okay, so if I unfriended you, I got room for 11 more. Go ahead and send another request. I'll accept anything that comes through. Try to get a head-to-head match in. See if some stuff can pop up. Do I think Team of the Week Pope is a good investment? Yeah, Donnarumma went way up, but oh shit, no more available. It's possible one way or the other that he could be a good investment. I haven't even seen what he's going for in the market right now. I'm assuming it's that one. 1.2 million. I mean, if you can get him cheap enough. Oh, well, hell. Yeah, I would think that would be a pretty decent investment if you want to spend the coins on it. I can definitely see the value of that card going up, but now here's the problem. The big problem with investing in Team of the Weeks is because of what they're doing with Player of the Month. Okay, we'll finally get to play a match. The problem with Player of the Month is when they reintroduce all of these Player of the Weeks, it lowers all their value. So will Pope go back up? More than likely. But once the Player of the Month for January is released and everybody starts getting all of these elites coming back through during the Player of the Month, it's going to lower all the value of all of the base elites, especially any starter that's 80, 81, because they're going to be really, really easy to grab. So because of that, I have a feeling that a lot of people are going to end up with Popes, and they're going to be flooding the market at about that time. But even at 700 and some thousand, if you're willing to hold on to them for a while, I believe that you'll end up recovering that and making some coins. But it just seems like there's so many other ways to make easier coins than investing in Pope right now. Let's see. If he goes up in the next 2 weeks before Player of the Month, I think you'll be in good shape. But the problem is with Team of the Year the way it is, I don't know. Is Origi a good header? Or is Origi a good header? Yes, Origi gives good header. Yeah, his stats don't show it, but he actually does win a lot more on the corners than you'd think he would. The one that surprises me is Matip. The Boxing Day Matip actually can finish the corners a lot more than any other Matip card I've ever used. Even the, was it the Treasure Hunt Matip last season? Nope. A dash. Hey, streamer. Hey. How's Silver Market? Haven't checked it. Well, you just missed the beginning of this. I think just about 800,000 in silvers and a few golds last night. It's definitely starting to come back around. Uh-oh. Another notification popped up. Jonah's still 12. Well, let me know when you're 13. Thanks for the follow. Oh, more than a follow, a subscription. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Sharing FIFA, how's it going? Audio is messing up. What's wrong with the audio? There's an echo. What happened to the audio? Is the audio still down? Now it's both. Bad audio. What happened? Unless it's the connection. Skin running against the thermal. Okay. Damn. So the sound totally went out. Let's see what happened here. Better? Audio better? Fixed itself? What the hell? And I gave up a goal in the process. So, audio's good now. How did I arrive at the name Finally He Sleeps? Okay, so since I've been just around 7, 8 years old, I've had a, let's see, I'm trying to think of how it's actually called. I have a 5-to-1 circadian rhythm. In other words, normally a person can sleep 1 hour and then they get, is it 8? Yes. No, for every 1 hour of sleep, they get a 3 hours of awake time recovery. So a normal person can sleep between 6 to 8 hours and recover the rest of the day. Me, however, I'm on it's a 1 to 2. So in a normal day, my circadian rhythm puts me at 4 hours of sleep, allows me to stay up for 20. If I sleep longer than 4 hours, I'm screwed. It's chronic insomnia. Don't know why, but that match is gonna happen eventually. Okay, who am I playing here? I didn't even see what happened. So yeah, Finally He Sleeps has been my online name since the mid 90s. If I sleep longer than 4 hours, well, okay, so because of the circadian rhythm that I have, if I get into a less than 4 hour sleep for 20 hours awake, what happens is, like if I'm below that, and Drake, thanks for the follow. If I'm below that time frame, eventually my body will get to a point where it needs to catch up, and then I will take on I'll crash. My body will shut down, and I can sleep from anywhere from 15 to 25, 30 hours. It's a bit crazy. Zolpidem, no, and I have a severe allergy to certain narcotic drugs. So as far as insomnia goes, I don't take any sleep aids. But I've kind of accepted it over the years, which is it's fine. I do have a existing will though, which I joke about, but it is 100% true. My will states that one of the things on it is my tombstone. I am requesting that my tombstone actually says, "Finally, he sleeps." That, and I want my coffin brought in late to the funeral. True story. Okay, let's see. When do I expect a market crash? I don't. We really have no reason for a crash because there's nothing going on that's allowing. That was a foul. There's nothing going on that's holding people back from the market. The reason you end up with a crash a lot of the times is because, oh, damn, shouldn't have touched it, is they'll put a auction date for players. Once you have it'll say like cards are available after a specific date. When that happens, people flood the market. EA screws stuff up. Uh, Stuff gets held back. The market doesn't go live when it's supposed to go. And then once it starts, people flood the servers and crash the market. That's what we talk about in FIFA Mobile as a crash. It's an actual server crash, not a change in price. I'm trying to put some effort into this, but come out, come out, come out. Ooh, Allison coming off his line. Good thing he didn't get red carded for leaving the box. We know he's done that before. Do I think Lunar New Year is going to affect the market? God, I hope so. But in a positive way. I think at this point, after... Can I just get something on target? I think after Team of the Year, everything's going to have to resettle. But there's a chance that if Lunar New Year does what it did last year, that it'll just prolong things. It won't fix the market. It'll just drag out the experience that we have right now. Yeah, Allison's assist against Wolves was awesome. Very much needed. Man. Crowding me in the back. Making these through balls really difficult. Okay, can I get a late goal here? Damn it. Nope. DBO, good morning. It's 10 p.m. where you live. It is 11 a.m. where I live. That puts you on the other side. Okay. Friend request. Uh-oh. Something sold. VES. No idea who that is. Actually, let's... Oh, they went up. Nope. Just curious. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I don't know about Pope. I feel like he should be worth more than that. As a goalkeeper at least. But there's just so many good goalkeepers right now. And you know he's going to get flooded into the market once Player of the Month comes out, so I'm not quite sure. Okay, let's see. Accept some friends. We'll play another match. Start at the top. Nope. Okay, our ultimate Allison and Robertson worth the 40 to 60. The only reason I'm fighting with the market right now is I really want ultimate Allison. I want to get rid of my base Allison, but I'm reluctant to put the standard team of the year Allison in. Not because I think he's got to be better than my standard base Allison, but the stats on the ultimate are impressive. Okay, we'll talk about the new let's see, where's Origi at? Let's talk about the new leaderboards here in a second. Just trying to get... Someone asked about Origi in the corners. Couldn't get him into range, though. See if we can't win a corner back. Uh-oh. No finesse. That was scary. Yeah, I trained Allison all the way to 100. If you were watching the stream last night, Allison, his performance, that base 100 Allison's performance last night in some of the head-to-head matches, we were playing some pretty decent teams, and his performance was amazing. He saved some crazy shots last night, which was probably the best I've seen him. Let's see. Nope. Wait. Origi's 27, not 32. That's Matip. Somebody asked about... I'd have to go back up. I can't remember what it was. Someone asked about an underrated Liverpool player. Let me see. Who is the most... Naveen552 asked, who is the most underrated player in present Liverpool squad, according to me? Well, if you follow along... and you know my opinions on players and the way they play, you'll know that James Milner is my favorite current player on Liverpool. Probably my current favorite player. Currently my favorite player in the Premier League. And it's not because he scores goals or anything, but I love his heart and attitude. Everything about him reminds me of Steven Gerrard like 5-6 years ago. And Milner's not a diehard Liverpool guy, but he's a diehard whatever team he's playing for. There you go. Origi with a header. Whatever team he plays for, he goes all in. He has the most heart of any player in the Premier League right now. That's why I like him. Great captain, great center mid. Is not afraid for a sacrifice foul. He presses. Great captain. He's my favorite Liverpool player and probably the most underrated, which is still why I have him at left back, despite the fact that he's so slow in that position. I didn't like him in that position, but when he was used back there, it was so much better than Alberto Moreno. Um, 24th there. Midday Vancouver. Yeah, I gave up a goal. The reset is 3 hours from now. So 3 hours from now is when the divisions and the rivals and everything is going to reset. Chemistry only matters when you have a lack of it. That pretty much sums it up. And right now, chemistry is kind of null and void, but that has to do with the fact that everybody has easily maxed out with all their perks, and we're kind of waiting for EA to allow us to spend the thousands of perks we all have. I mean, if you have a league that plays league versus league every day and wins more than they lose, you can easily have 1,500 to 2,000 perks right now that you're waiting to get rid of. I'll have to look and see how many perks I have. I don't know if I saw someone ask if Courtois' price was going to come up. I think as we add more and more keepers into the system, I don't think that star pass Courtois, don't come across the field, don't come across the field. Oh, he still saves it. I don't know. Maybe I don't even need Ultimate Allison. He has done fantastic for me in the last 12 hours. When will Ultimate Team of the Year Lewandowski be available? The big guess right now is that he's going to be in chain packs. Oh, 2 more Terra Novas sold. Is that he's going to be in chain packs. Hold on some of these matches. And if that does happen, then they'll probably release today at the reset. Or tomorrow. We're just going to go ahead and get rid of 2 more of these. Just because I'm trying to clear out space. I've literally got between 2,500 and 3,000 players. So if you look at my listings, it's just insanity. All the way across the board. All the way out. 24 hours. Elites, silvers. There's golds in there. I just have so many players. Once all this stuff gets stuck in my outbox, I'll have 1,300 messages over there for dismissed. Three hours chain packs. I have nice guitars. Are they acoustic? Well, that one is. Stoppy. Stopping in. How's it going? The audio is much better than it was last night. I'm getting there. And I think I worked out some of the audio issues. So, Stoppy, since you're here, can you throw... do you have the ability as a moderator to put the link into the Discord? I don't have the link coming up in the timer. Okay, so let's see. Terra Nova sold. Play another match. Yeah, Stopty has been attracting people to Twitch. This is all him. Him and Ruben are the reason that I moved over here. The rest of the stream was fine, other than the fact that I kept getting the shit kicked out of me and struggled with audio the rest of the time. But now, new microphone today. I think I've got stuff for the most part worked out. Trying to stay more focused. There you go. That's the Discord that we're trying to get everybody using. In addition to the normal FIFA Mobile Discord, obviously. You missed what I said? I just basically said that it went okay last night. I'm still trying to work out the audio bugs. But new microphone today, so I think I've got that part fixed. What is the background music in the videos? Origi with finesse. It's brain's not working this morning. I need to get some sleep. What's the background music? Good God. It's just some free whatever that I liked and kept because it's kind of unobtrusive. And I have a hard time switching once I stick with something. I've had a couple of bands that I produced back in the day when I was with Get Offended that I have a bunch of music I could use with lyrics and that I have the rights to, but I just haven't gotten that far. And it's not the kind of music that I think would be stream worthy. Let's try to find Van Dyke. Nope. Ooh, that was ugly. That was my foul. Ooh, he got a yellow for that. The one thing I haven't talked about is the new leaderboards. We'll talk about that here in a minute. We'll take a break from head-to-head after this one. Oh, I thought I gave that goal up. I hear that you hold many patents. Is that true? Are you talking to me or someone else? Parents. I've never held a parent. Well, maybe. There's a joke there, but I'm not going to go that far. But yes, if you're asking me, I do have my name on, I would say, 50 to 60 patents at this point. Not that it's a big deal. It's only because of I'm a product designer by trade, which means as a developer working on different products, I end up being the one that puts the artwork together. So my name goes on them. As far as my designs in products, there's a few. I have a few products out there. that I'm happy about. But I mean, I love doing. I love product development. It's fun. It's not exactly what I went to college for. I actually went to college for film. I'm an industrial designer by trade, but most of that was set up for script production, film production. So like my senior thesis was a film, an animated film. Yeah, I usually stream for about 90 minutes. Lorenz 64 left mid. Should you wait for Team of the Year Messi price to go up? You mean to sell or to buy? If you're selling, I would definitely wait as long as you can on any of the Team of the Year starters. Their values are all going to go up once they become extinct. Not until, though. I mean, we're seeing prices just constantly dropping. Who was that came in to help? Was that... Oh, Origi jumping in behind him. You're doing an online animation right now. Are you like flash animation? Okay. Lorenz 64 left mid. Is there a reason that he is so rare? This one. I'm assuming this is who you're referring to. Can't be too rare in my market, if that's the guy you're talking about. Yeah, it was Matip. I saw the 32 after he left. 200K in your market, then sell. That's the way it happens. Sometimes they just run that way. I haven't had any sell for that much here in a while. See, that was the suggested price on that card once he started popping, and I sold the 2 that I did. But it never sold. 1.6 million for a 80 rated left wing that I paid 80K for. If that would have sold, that would have probably been the most profit out of a single elite I've ever had. But no. And I'm assuming that he's dropped down in the market already by now. Okay. Try one more. Ah, damn, I was going to do something else. Okay, so this is my last one. We'll play this head-to-head match for a minute, and then we are going to take a look at the rivals and the division leaderboards. What are some good elites to flip? Right now, I've had the best luck with just random base elites. Haven't had any luck with Team of the Weeks. Some older program cards, like the Bavarian cards and some of the original Derby match cards that bobble. I bought a bunch of those for 70K and we're selling them for 200 the other day, which is, I mean, that's a 3-time markup, but I'm looking for the bigger money. And I'm getting that in base elites. See, I still need to autoplay a bunch of verses today. Nope. Thank you, Allison. Seriously, why has he been so fantastic? And then he gives a goal up. Figures. Finally caught me streaming. I try to stay on a schedule, but I'm just so out there. And it seems like the average viewer isn't on when I'm on. I think if I streamed in about 5 to 6 p.m. my time, that's when I would get the most traffic on the stream. But I'm never home at that time. I train every day. Well, almost every day. Speed, 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 speed. Ooh, Firmino. How can you list all silvers? It's very stressful. It is very stressful and very annoying. It's more annoying than it is stressful. The time and link on Twitter, yeah, I'm just so lazy when it comes to that. There was a time when I used to spend as much time as I play FIFA Mobile now, I used to spend in Twitter. Firmino sucks, right? No, I love that card. It's just a little slow. I need to train it. But then again, I don't mind slower strikers. Like, I don't need a fast striker as long as I have a fast midfield or wing. It just comes into how you play. I play a little different with that. Can Mbappe and Virgil van Dijk drop below 7 and 10 million? I don't think that's going to happen. I can't see them coming down that far. Even right towards the end as more people grab them. I just don't see it. That was some bad ticky-tack. Got lucky there. I still want Ultimate Allison, and I still want to I want to claim Alexander Arnold. But another reason I think I'm going to stick with who I have in the back on that side with Milner is he has a boost link with someone else. I'll have to look at that because I can't remember what it was. And I'm struggling to keep like boost this season. Damn. Just ran away from that. Get there. Shaqiri getting shoved off. Okay, got 8 minutes. Where are we at? Damn. I think that was my last opportunity. Okay, that was a good game. Do I complete 3 verses and head to wins every day? Every day. Every day without fail. But to be completely open about it, I don't play them. I very rarely play versus or head to head. I autoplay everything. Okay, we're going to hold on that one because I want to go here. I want to talk about this real quick. So, like you can see, I've done mine for the last 2 days. But my problem is I need to start auto playing some verses to get back up into top 50. I'm close. I can do it. I just need to autoplay for the last couple of hours to make sure I secure at least. I want at least 2 Team of the Week tokens. Usually I can get 4 a week, 2 here and 2 in head-to-head. But this week I'm so far behind in streaming head-to-head. Yeah, it was a good game. Jonas, that was a good game. Head-to-head I'm so far behind. Sitting at 176, and to get up into top 50, I think 15,000. No, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Can I show my progress in Defender's Path? Sure. And then we'll come back and talk about that. There's where I'm at in Defenders. Reward 15. And I'm just working my way towards that one. Straight across, and then I'll claim Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I've spent gems. I've spent some gems on this. Yeah, the Team of the Week tokens rarely get me an elite either, and I don't sell the tokens that they have. But what I do is I hold on to them until there's a card or a few decent players in there that I think I can grab and make money on. So like this week, I spent all 8 tokens I had in the bank just looking for a Virgil van Dijk, and I didn't get anything. I didn't play midfield, and attack I went straight across, same thing, to there, grabbed it and claimed Mane. That's where my Mane came from. Defense I will claim. I'll go straight across and claim Trent Alexander-Arnold, who has the defending skill boost. And the reason being is I believe Milner has the defending skill boost. So if I keep those 2, I have another link. That's kind of where I'm stuck. Do I use coin packs? Nope. Not at all. The only money I will spend on this game is I get the Star Pass. I've done that the last 3 months, I think. That's it. I grab the Star Pass just because it's worth it. You get everything in there. The FIFA points I convert over to an event pack, or I'll transfer them into coins. That's about it. But from time to time in the store, like if they'll release something where it's like $1 or $2 to start a chain pack, I'll buy that. That's, just at the beginning of a thing. But it's not FIFA. It's not FIFA points. That 9 FIFA points I've had forever. If I spent money on this game, my wife would beat the shit out of me. That's just kind of the reality of it. Okay. What am I looking for? 62 goalkeeper. Are we just seeing what this value is right now? Oh, that's pretty high. It's one of those spike players. Nope. So if you've got him, sell him, that's for sure. All right. Lost my voice. Ugh. Yeah. Honestly, though, the viral pneumonia killed me. Did I lose video? There it is. Viral pneumonia at Christmas time. I mean, that literally just beat the shit out of me. Okay. Where's the beer? Well, it's 11:30 in the morning, and I've been up since streaming last night. And okay, so we'll get real. We'll bring it down. We'll get a little real right here. So in December, I had to do an annual checkup. And the end of the year, when I went in for the viral pneumonia, met with the doctor. And because I have so many ongoing issues because of the not sleeping thing. Okay, reality is when you run on 3 to 4 hours sleep a day, your body begins to shut down and you take a ton of years off your life just because your body can't handle it. It's just, it's not the way it's supposed to be. So I have to do annual checkups constantly, every year, just to make sure that I'm not pushing my blood and bone age too far out because of a failure to take care of myself. And I was told that I need to make some lifestyle choices because apparently I drink way too much and my exercise is not, it's not helping my heart. Let's put it that way. I lift weights and I play soccer, football, and train football, but apparently with no sleep, and it's actually deteriorating me more than anything else. So I've been put on a new diet, and now I am doing these stupid fad, the intermittent fasting bullshit. So, thanks for the follow, Medi Walker. With the intermittent fasting, I'm 18 hours out of the day. It's nothing but water and black coffee. And because of the way I stay up all night, my hours of eating and drinking are a little bit different. So, water. No beer. No beer. I don't get my beer back until, let's see, what is it now? 8 o'clock. So 6.5 hours until I can have my beer back. Silver's flipping. Yes, there's a couple of videos on the channel about buying and selling silvers, but the best way to see to watch what I'm doing here is through the live streams. The big video, I don't give all of the information. It's kind of a 101 on player flipping in this new season, about fishing the bot, but I'll just explain it real quick. We're about an hour into this, so I'm going to be wrapping it up here soon, but we're going to explain it real quick. All you're doing is you're buying. Now, for me, I do 69 rated. That's the only level of the market that I do silvers, is just 69. I buy anything below 800 coins. So when the market is okay to buy, I buy every Silver, I can under 800 coins. I don't care who it is, what position it is, anything. Just buy, buy, buy. All the way across the board. Then, once you have about 1,000 of them, you do this constantly. This is not just like a one and done. I buy silvers every day. So once you have a bunch of silvers, we'll just look. So, and you see there's a lot of duplicates. What I'll do is I'll check the prices, and then I like to fish the market against suggested prices. So for these, what I'll do is right now, this may change as things go along. Audio's messed up again. Wonder if this is the... Did the audio come back? So it's okay now? Okay. Weird. So then I will list these. What I will do is if it's a card I only have one of, I'll go ahead and fish it 2,000, 10,000 on a 24-hour time period. If it sells, fantastic. I made 10 times what I sold it for, or I made a minimum of, I doubled my value, or I up to 10 times. If I have multiple, like, let's say this card I have, 5 here, I'll list it for, shoot, can't get my fingers to work, 1,500 and 4,000 on a 24-hour time frame. Then over the course of that 24 hours, if that card sells, then I'll come back and check the suggested price on the rest of them. That's basic fishing with a suggested price. It is boring and it is annoying, and it needs to just... It's tough. But no, you don't go below the suggested price. For silvers, you just sell it suggested. I haven't had anything pop up that's selling lately, but let's see here. We'll just look. We'll go out to the silvers. Someone asked a minute ago what the worst player on Liverpool currently is, and I would have to say it's Lovren. He's not getting a ton of playing time, but that to me is the worst player. Okay, so like here's the cards. Those I've got 3 listed at 1,500 and 4,000. They were on a 24-hour time frame, so they have 8 hours left. If at any point in the next 8 hours one of those sells, then I'll check the suggested price for the rest of them. That's it. Now for golds and elites, it's the same thing. I just adjust the numbers a little bit. Who do I think the best player in the history of football is? Personally, I would say it's Pele. And I think if Pele had the opportunities and the equipment, and if the game was the way it is now, if Pele was born right now, I think he would be just an light years ahead of Ronaldo or Messi. It comes down to what's the difference of what was going on at that time. Who's my favorite Tottenham player? Son. I like Son. I like him a lot. There's something about him. That's about it. I don't like Harry Kane. Just not a fan. So. Okay, what was the question? What range should it be between buy now and bid? For silvers, if I'm fishing, it would be 1,500 and 3,999 is the range on a 24-hour cycle for players that you have multiple of, so you put your bait out with that. If it's a card you only have one and you're just trying to grab as much money as you can out of it, then I would do 2,000 and 9,999. Couple more questions. I like this. We'll autoplay some verses. Favorite Dutch player? Well, obviously, I like Van Dijk, but I really, really like Wijnaldum. There's something about him that I just like the way he plays in the middle of the field. Who would be the player that you would add to Liverpool right now? See, that's a interesting question because it's hard for me to even think about anybody that I would put in and change because I just feel like their lineup right now is so strong that I don't see any changes. Now, there's days when I watch the game and I'm excited with the lineup. There's days that I'm frustrated with the lineup. I don't see someone on that I want. I like Lallana. I would really like to see him return to fitness level and get himself back into the game more than he has been. But I have no player that I really want to see come and join. They don't need any players. That's kind of the thing. I agree with that. Which players do I like from LFC's rivals? Well, I don't have anybody on Everton that I care for. If someone leaves, that's different. I don't know. Oh. It's tough to think about it. I mean, there's players that I really like that I would love to see show up. I was really hoping that Pulisic would come over to Liverpool after his history at Dortmund with Klopp, and that didn't happen. I'd really like to see another strong defender come into the mix, but who it would be, I don't quite know. There's some good players. Yeah, when I watch Premier League, there's a lot of players that I like. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's a good question, though. But right now, I think when you talk to Liverpool fans, they're so on edge because the season is going so well. They're so afraid to jinx anything. Like watching the Wolves game the other day, Traore was fantastic. Unbelievable outside mid. I don't think he plays wing as well as he should, but as like a right mid, he is fantastic. And like a 3-5-2 or a 4-2-3-1, I think he would be great. But I wouldn't want him out on the field over Shaqiri or Salah. So I don't know. The link for the YouTube channel is wrong. I'll have to check that out. Don't think Pulisic played with Klopp. I'm 99% sure that when he was picked up at Dortmund was when Klopp was the head coach. When he got picked up out of Pennsylvania, that's when Klopp was at Dortmund. But I don't think Pulisic played that first season. Pulisic left. He played their youth league. I'll check the link. I'll check it out. What's my favorite football club after Liverpool? Bayern. I've always loved Bayern. I'm a huge Germany fan, though. I always liked Manuel Neuer, Mueller, a lot of players on that team. I loved Bayern 2 seasons ago. That was when, 3 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago was great, but then as the players started to leave, I haven't been watching Bundesliga at all. All right, so let's talk about the leaderboards real quick before we end the stream. Okay, so here's what EA said today. Everything's going to change. The grinding that we get from here on out, for somebody like me who barely plays versus or head-to-head, I just autoplay everything. The division rivals is going to change, and where you get leaderboard rewards for the number of match tokens that you have is going to adjust, and your rewards, your milestones, are going to be directly related to your fans and your cups. Do I jump over on the first minute? I'm lost. What was the question? After the 2 hours, division rivals will be changed. Yes. When this changes, that's where we're going to have. The rivals right now are based on, let's see. What are they even called? The rivals tokens that you receive for ties and wins is where it comes in. So you can just grind this stuff out just by playing. And the problem is you'll find your place in the tier, and then you'll drop back down because everybody else keeps moving you up and down the ladder. The new tier system is going to have weekly milestones similar to what we had in the past, where you have this many wins and you receive this thing. You have this many wins, you receive this thing. And there will be a chain of rewards that reset each week. Now, I'm not quite sure if the chain is going to have really great things. I don't know what the value is, because I feel like some of the stuff, generally I'm in the top 50, between 30 and 50, and you're getting 600,000 coins, 150,000 XP, and 2 Team of the Week tokens. But it takes an ass load of grinding to get myself up there every week. It's just auto-playing and auto-playing and auto-playing. If you do not autoplay and you just play your 3 every day, you're lucky to hit top 500. But the new system is they're going to be releasing milestones based on how many trophies and how many cups you have. But to stay there and to stay in your range, the auto playing is not going to give you the same rewards. So I'm not sure it's going to be better or worse than it is now. For somebody like me who doesn't play and just auto plays all this stuff, then I'm interested to see what it's going to look like, but I have a very good feeling that I'm not going to like it as much as what we have now. Now, in the beginning of the season, when you were getting rivals tokens for losses, holy hell, we just, we let it play and let it play and let it play. Yeah, everyone's not in the same leaderboard. There's a global leaderboard and a local leaderboard. So the way I understand it is you're still going to have your local leaderboard, but you're also going to have an additional tab, which is your milestones, which is based on how high you can take your team. Now, will I start grinding right away? That was the question. No. I usually give it a little while just to see what happens. And I don't want to jump right in right away with the guys that are that. Because once you start playing after the reset, your leaderboard is established. So if you start grinding right away, right at the reset, that puts you in the same leaderboard as everybody else who is grinding right away. If you let it go for quite a while, sometimes you can get into an easier leaderboard. But it doesn't always happen, just sometimes. Top 50 with 11,000 cups. See, I've been top 50 for the last month maybe, in both head-to-head and FIFA Mobile, and without playing. Just auto-grinding everything. And it just takes a lot of matches. Grind after one day. If on an ideal week, I won't play versus or head-to-head until 3 to 4 hours before the end of the first reset. So for me, the weekly reset comes at 2 p.m. on Friday, 2 p.m. my time, Eastern time on Friday. I won't start playing head-to-head or versus until Saturday at noon, when there's about 2 hours left for that first reset. That gets all the heavy hitters out of the way, and then that usually gives me a leaderboard where I can hit top 50 with 6,000 to 9,000 rivals points. Now, last week, however, I started playing really quick, and if you look, I put me in the wrong head-to-head group. So, like right now, it'd take 15,000 cups to get me up into top 50, and that isn't going to happen. But versus, I'll make it. I'm close. I'm in 57. Once I get off the stream, I'll just let this thing autoplay the rest of until the reset. I'd like to go back up to FIFA Masters. That's the other thing, is make sure you hit the highest milestone you can before the reset, because I think that's going to give you the best rewards possible with this new system. 14.32 thousand points. Good grief. That's a lot of playing. Now, are you auto-playing that, or are you just... are you actually playing them? I don't think I could play that much. Yeah, autoplay. That's all I do. When I'm at work, my phone sits on the desk, and I just start a match, I look over, I start a match, I look over, all day long. It's scary. I think I'll do that today. I'll take a look, and on finallyhesleeps.com, I will post my screen time for this week, just so you can see what actually happens, because it's depressing. It's a very sad state of affairs. The amount of time that my phone stays on playing, it's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, once I hit FIFA Masters, I stopped worrying about it, because there really isn't that much of an advantage over Masters in anything. But with this new system, it is very likely that the new system is going to reward you much more for being in FIFA Masters. If that's the case, that might be a reason for some of us to grind our way back up there. But once you receive finish the quest, it really doesn't give you that much more advantage. You get 10 more rivals points for a win, so it goes from 130 to 140. Uh-oh, something sold. So exciting when something sells. I don't think I have any more of him. That sucks. No, it's the only one I had. Damn. Sold for 5. Okay. Is the new system affecting the market? No, it won't affect the market at all. Not really. Usually you'll see a little bit of a shift on Fridays, just because people receive their rewards and they have some coins, they throw them in, and it does change it a little bit. But it's not a whole lot of a difference. Informed players talking about the free-to-play players, someone who's never put any money into the game, received the market tack perks this week. Or we're hoping today, once the squad comes through, to be able to receive the 10% discount. If that happens, then that should take a lot of people who have been kind of holding back of selling stuff, and they'll try to unload a bunch of things on the market. That should lower values, because more people will be posting stuff. That's not necessarily a crash. It would be the time to buy, not the time to sell. But I don't know if it's going to be that. It's going to be that much of an influx of players into the market to make that much of a difference. We'll see. All right. That's what I wanted to do. So we talked about the leaderboards. We talked about everything that's going on. Level 10 tomorrow. Is it smart to wait 2 more weeks for the market? I mean, honestly, it's just another thing you factor in. It's just 5% of your coins. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's a little bit more difficult to figure on how you're buying and selling to make the most profit that you can. When you sell a lot of stuff, if you're somebody who plays in the market as much as I do, the getting rid of the market tax makes a difference, but honestly, it's really not that much of a difference. When to sell base elites, I sell them all day, every day, 24-hour cycle. Once they're sold or once they time out, I relist them immediately. If you run them on that 24-hour cycle, on that price. Now, for me right now, I'm fishing one base elite at a time, and I'm listing, if I paid less than $100,000 for them, I'm listing them for like $185 to $195 starting price, somewhere in that range, and with a buy it now of anywhere from $250 to $300K, just depending upon how the market's going, what day of the week it is. Now, like this weekend, I will push those numbers a little bit higher. I'll do starting price $200,000 and an ending price of $300,000. Buy it now, just to see if I can get the bot to bite, and then I'll list everything else that comes through. That's it. It's all about fishing the market. All right, so now we've been on here for about an hour and a half. I think it's about time for me to head off and keep auto-playing this stuff. Thanks a lot for hanging out. I think this is the way we're going to do it from now on. We're going to stick around with Twitch and see how much we can do this. I don't know if I'll be streaming this weekend, but if I get the opportunity on Saturday, I'm definitely going to do it. Just make sure you're following over at Twitch so that you have notifications turned on so that you will pop up on your phone and let you know when we are actually going live and streaming. And then again, after all this is done, I'll export the video over to YouTube so that anybody can get on and check it out and see what happened. So thanks a lot to everybody that came in today. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, you can watch the replays if you miss any streams. They're all on YouTube. So thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And as long as you keep watching, I'll keep making videos. Thanks for watching. Maybe check out one of these other videos next. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Visit my site, finallyhesleeps.com, for daily posts about FIFA Mobile and other various brain vomit. Plus, if you get really bored, you can find merchandise and my latest comedy album, Life Before the Internet, at the links below. Like, down at the bottom, those links.